So while you're doing that, okay, how is just mixing some colours. What we're doing, we are going to look at saturation and how different colours saturate. To get a good grey or a good brown, we don't really want to use an actual native colour. We want to be able to create that ourselves. If you can create this yourself, then you've got fun.
What we do, go back to the mixing the orange and the red.
What we're going to do is put 3 blobs of cerulean blue. We're going to use cool colours at first. 3 blobs of crimson and 3 blobs of yellow. Now with the yellow, you will need a little bit more because obviously yellow is a light hue, so that gets a little bit eaten up by the darker hue. So I'm just mixing an orange. So what I would like you all to do is mix an orange. So you need a little bit more yellow than you would red, crimson, and then mix a purple. You can see my palette, can't you? Okay, is that okay? Can you turn yourself up anymore? Yeah, sorry. I can't. No, this is the top. I mean, what I can do is get my microphone. If you want me to, if it's a bit okay.
Yeah. It's okay when we're just listening to you, but if anybody speaks, then everybody else can't hear what
you know my advice on that. I'm joking. Can everybody see that colour? Can everybody see that purple there? I'll just pull that down a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. So I've got a nice purple. And then need a green. So I'm going to take that. And like I said, these are the cool colours. These are the cool colours on the spectrum, and the others will be warm, just to show a nice difference between them all. So you should have quite vibrant colours mixed.
I've got vibrant mud.
Yes.
No, we can't mud, Roy. No vibrant muds. That means you've got 3 colours.
Yeah, wash my palette knife.
We've got a clean knife. What was the last one? Green. Is that too blue? You can't tell what Lisa's, can you? Hers looks different colours to ours, but I think she's using lemon yellow. We've got cadmium yellow, so you'll probably...
Cad will be sort of okay. Is there any lemon yellow, Jackie? I can't remember. Primary might have been okay, actually. Primary might be better.
And you can make a purple.
Yeah, okay.
It's just a very dark, very dark.
You got crimson. So when you're doing the purple, are you using the crimson, the magenta?
Yeah.
And you're using the cyan, am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just that cad yellow might be a little bit on the warm side, but if the worst comes to the worst, you can always add a little bit of white to that cad yellow, maybe. But
we're making green with the blue and the yellow.
Yeah. And the yellow is the primary yellow we're using, Lisa.
oh, it is. Oh, that's okay then. That's fine. That should be okay.
It's a lot lighter. Oh yeah, good. I've gone to say. Good. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone here's getting a bit of a darker result than you.
Getting a what? Sorry.
Darker green. Okay,
well, add a little bit more yellow.
That's a bit more yellow.
You will need a higher concentration of yellow than the blue, because, like I say, because the hue of the yellow is lighter than the hue of the blue, and therefore it needs to be a little bit more biased.
So I haven't got that green, Lisa.
Well, I think when looking at this green on my computer is a lot lighter than I can see it myself, you see. Don't worry too much about that, and then you will be seeing it even lighter. So don't worry about matching my colours, because it's okay. It doesn't matter as long as we've got this exercise. This exercise is sort of for you more than anything else, really. So has everybody mixed their colours?
Yeah. I'm not happy with me.
You're not happy? Who's not happy, Jane? Yeah. Really purple.
It looks fine apparently.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, I can get it all over my fingers. So I want just to put, I don't want a very wet brush at all, just enough to get it going. And then we just, in that first sort of sixth, I just want you to bring that down just like that, okay?
Just blue.
Just blue. And then with your paintbrush, or you can use your knife if you don't want that contamination. What's that, sorry?
Slow down.
So using your flat brush with a bit of water.
Well, just to wet it and dry it off, Fiona, just so it's not too dry.
It's confusing when the colours are different. As long as I know it's blue. It's incredible the difference it makes though, because that coffee's a lot darker that she can see than what we can see.
That was light blue that she uses.
Pale sky blue.
Yeah.
Jackie, you say when everybody's ready.
Okay. Ready.
Yeah, okay, Cookie. So just taking a little bit of orange on there. I want you to mix that with that cerulean blue. Yeah, so just a tiny bit, and then you want to take your brush. Probably just mix it a little bit more because there'll still be a little bit on your brush, and then just put that just down the side of that.
Well, ours has all gone green here, Lisa.
Sorry?
Ours has gone green.
Who's gone green?
All of us, Carol, Jane.
Yeah.
Well, when you mix a little bit of, yeah, well, it's a little bit turquoisey. It will go a little bit turquoisey.
Definitely green. No,
Yeah.
Quite sludgy, actually.
Tiny amount, just a tiny amount.
Muddy green, actually.
Yeah.
Mine's turquoise. How come yours is turquoise? Did you say that was turquoise? Mine's gone to like a
Put a bit more blue in it, guys, and it does. Yeah, more blue, and it does go with turquoise.
Yeah, it sounds like you put too much orange in there. If it's gone muddy, you don't really, it shouldn't really be muddy until 1, 2, 3 more steps, then you'll get proper mud. Okay, so when I put, so I'm going to put, I'll just show you again how much I'm going to put in. So I'm just going to take, can you see that amount on there?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to pop that in there and then mix that again.
What should I do now?
I don't know.
I'm adding a little bit more orange with that cyan colour. Okay, so a little bit more of the orange, like I said, that little tiny blob, and then.
We're having lots of problems here.
Tell me what your problem. Tell me your problems.
Just going too quickly.
Okay, right. I'll slow down then. I'll slow down.
So you get to the colours, but they're very dark. I think that's probably just look lighter as well, don't they? And we're just adding more orange to the group.
You just adding. So, like I said, if everybody can look, right? It's about this amount. Hang on. Wait a minute. There.
Yeah.
That amount. Okay, that's all you need in there, and you can see it in comparison to there. And then just mix that around with, you can mix it with your brush if you want to.
Should it still be turquoisey in colour?
It'll be a bit turquoisey, but it's going to start browning off. Do you want me to run through it first and then you try it for yourself? Would that be easier? Or is it easier to go through it with me?
Yeah, I'm getting the full spectrum of colour. Yeah.
It looks better on the paper than it does on the thing.
Yeah, so you just gradually I've got a nice rainbow on my hand. Does that count?
I've definitely gone green now. What
I
colour
think
shall we
so.
do?
Yeah, green is good, Angela. Green is good. It's reasonably good. So
Thanks, Leah.
I can't hear what she's saying.
Sorry.
No,
We
it's all
can't
right.
talk.
Sorry, what were you saying, Lisa?
the green going down the greeny scale is good because that means that that yellow is coming in. That's a good sign. Okay. So I mean it's up to you because obviously if you just want to watch me now, if everybody watches me now and then does it, maybe that might be easier. I don't know. Does that help?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you want to try? So, like I said, I'm just adding this orange to my colour every time.
The computer screen, you get a better, you can see the brighter colours on the computer screen.
It's the lighting there where she is.
And it's because it's a device through a device as well, I think.
So we're just adding more orange.
You're just getting the full spectrum of colour by adding orange to the blue stuff.
Yeah. And all you keep doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's definitely blue, mine was definitely green.
Yeah, mine's going green now.
Good. Greeny, browny, mucky, murky.
It is now, yeah.
Lovely encouragement, Jackie.
I've mixed that colour and it doesn't look any different.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Honestly, I wouldn't worry too much. It is for your own gain. You could do this again, really. This is just to show the different degrees of this saturation and how to neutralize colours. Because this is great for watercolour, I would say, as well as acrylic, because we will be neutralizing colours for the bauble because we won't have any black. Jackie won't be giving out any black.
Oh, no white, no black.
No, you can have white.
Oh, wow, have white, you need white.
Have white. Don't worry about that. 7.
How many blobs are we doing?
9.
9.
Oh, 9
1,
each
2,
row.
3, 4,
Oh my
5,
goodness.
7. Oh, I've done 7. I've run out of orange.
I'm just mixing red and yellow and just putting it in because they're the same, aren't they? It's okay to go brown then?
You're going brown. You definitely got to go. I mean, you can go to 10. You can go to 11 if you want to. If you feel that you're not going to achieve the orange, feel free to go even further. Because this is. Can you see that now? Can you see that range?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the laptop.
So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to mark out what those colours are. So yours will be cyan. So put cyan there. Okay, and then 2, 3, 4 neutral, 5, 6, 7, and then orange.
I'll go back to orange. Well, I thought of orange.
There we go. Three middle tones look quite similar.
That's kind of mine. Well, Angela, these here are a little bit. These here, when it starts going, these two here and these two here. For me, I should have put. I would say that should be there, maybe.
Right.
Okay. So, like I say, it's not an exact science. It's just that that you can see that array of colour that you get by mixing the varying quantities.
Yeah.
I think this is something that I mean, I think all artists struggle with. I know I struggle with it slightly. I think how can I knock that back? How can I do that? And having this as a reference point, it might be a bit arduous, but I think it's really helpful. I think so. It's helpful for me. I don't know. So we have to do it all again, unfortunately. You may have to, oh no, it should be okay actually.
OCD. So mine hasn't gone brown, so I didn't add enough orange in the middle. I've gone back to the orange, but I didn't get a really browny one in the middle.
I can see the colours better on that. It's definitely a very neutral colour.
And then when we do our picture, we're using red and blue.
Definitely going to practice this at home, Lisa.
No, you will. I should imagine you will, but it's so helpful that it's really, really handy. Honestly, it's so handy. Are we ready to go on the next line?
Yeah.
No, okay. Jackie, you tell me when.
Give us 2 minutes.
Okay, I'm going to poke my fire. 1 second.
So what do you think now? Sorry.
We're just waiting for everyone to catch up.
Okay.
Is everybody warming up?
Yeah.
I forgot to say, I've got plastic aprons, do you want one?
No.
Yeah, I thought I'd get it first before you remember when it goes up.
What's the spray thing for?
That's just keep paint moist.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, the spray bottles just to keep them fresh and so they can get a skin on them sometimes.
Oh, so we just put
So
some
put a bit
water
of water on, spray the palette, yeah, and just keep it fluid for you a bit longer. I always put them out, nobody ever uses them normally. Yeah, you have to top it up. Fresh herbs as well.
You've got to top them up. Doesn't work. No, it doesn't work.
Might need a bit more.
Sure. Are we all ready to go with the next one? Yeah, I think we're ready, Lisa.
Okay. So the next one's going to start with some yellow. So again, just a high the chroma of yellow. So nothing added, and then again, I mean, you can tell what I'm going to do here. I think. So there we go with that, and then I'm going to add some purple. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take it with my brush because I think that will be better because I don't want very much. This is yellow and it can mud up very, very quickly.
So is it more yellow than it is purple?
Yeah, you definitely want more yellow in there than purple. Because obviously you've got blue in there, so it's going to go green.
I think purple to yellow.
Well, a tiny bit. Yeah.
And then that's the next one. And really, that's it. I mean, just keep getting a little bit of purple, on there, mixing it in.
I've gone green.
Yeah.
Yes, you'll go green. Because there's blue in the purple, so that blue is going to pick up. And you know, the thing is, it depends on your purple as well. It depends on how vibrant your purple is. Depends if it's an exact secondary colour or whether or not it's a tertiary colour, like a little bit more of a reddy purple or a little bit more of a bluey purple.
Reddy purple.
So you've always got that in the mix. But all you're looking for at the moment is saturation and desaturation. So you're taking away, you're knocking back that intensity, but you're going all the way full scale to get to the complementary colour, because that's what we're talking about here. Obviously, the complementary colour, i.e. the opposite on the colour wheel from cyan is orange, and the opposite is purple from yellow. So that's what we're going for here. Okay. It's again working on that colour theory.
Was it meant to be getting darker?
Oh yeah.
It went up with purple at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should get a nice sort of browny colour in the middle somewhere.
Ooh, that's a nice colour.
But can you repeat repeated.
You'll go through the art school brown thing in the middle of all of them, really. But you know, at least you know you can come out the other side.
Hopefully.
Shape,
Yeah.
Jackie, can I have some more kitchen art? Thank you very much. There's no rush at all.
And if you think a colour's not really changed that much, then just you can go back over it, because I didn't feel that that last colour there actually had enough purple in it, so you can go back over it with a bit more.
I know the base colour goes, isn't it?
Making some lovely colours here though, Lisa.
Oh, good, good, good. Thanks, Angela. I was beginning to worry that you didn't like it anymore.
Oh, some really lovely earthy.
Yes. Well, this is it. I mean, how else can you? You know, this is a really good practice. You know, and you keep this to hand. You think, oh yeah, I want that colour. I want that colour. So it works really well. And then the same here. So if you put lemon yellow. I think you like the next one because the greens work lovely. I love the greens. I suppose it's quite autumnal as well. You know, it's quite appropriate. These colours, these neutral colours, because they're all around at the moment. Tell me when you're ready, Jackie.
Okay, well, yeah, we're all still going, don't worry.
Okay.
You will get a very dark.
I think got that colour.
Have you managed to write?
Well,
I'm just going to stick a bit more red in, Lisa.
A bit more red. What, any purple?
A bit purple, because it's gone like really midnight blue.
Oh yeah, yeah. Get a bit more red in there.
Ooh.
Okay.
Aubergine.
Okay, I've got aubergine now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't get it back to purple. Lisa, what do we call it? Did you call it vermilion yellow?
What's that? Well, I've got lemon yellow. Jackie will tell you. I think she's got. Jackie, what is it? Process. Yeah. Have you? What's the yellow called that you've distributed?
Primary yellow.
Primary. Okay. Yeah. So that's prime. Yeah. So I've got lemon yellow because I've got the pack, which is yeah. You can't really see that, the lemon yellow in these little ones.
Very good.
I noticed.
Very nice. Easy one to get back.
I'm trying to make some more purple. I've run out of purple.
And it looks stunning, doesn't it?
I don't do flowers very well. Not on props. I just look at garden centre.
She was Italian.
Sorry, I ran out of purple, so.
I got purple at the end, but I'm still not getting the brown. I'm more green than brown in the middle. Yes, I am too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right then. Yeah, so mine kind of goes slowly, the more slowly green, and then it kind of goes purple. Yeah, I have to have a lot of I've run out of purple, but adding my purple.
Okie dokie. So the next one, as you might have gathered, is the remainder. Is the crimson. So again, we just take another strip of that. And then we just start adding the green. So just get a little bit of green.
Crimson and then green.
Well, it's very deep crimson.
Yeah.
So is the ratio more pink than green?
Oh yeah, yes. At this moment in time, until you get to that neutral bit, and then you're starting to sort of sway the, the bias is on the other, on the complementary colour. But the crimson is quite a darkish colour, so you might need to, up the ante a little bit.
Oh, it's gone brown.
It should be a sort of, I don't know. I mean, you've got magenta, I've got crimson, so there's a little bit of a difference. For me, it's like more. It's going on the maroon side a little bit, I'd say.
Brown again. Just have more crimson. More crimson. I think that's it.
Just do it. It's an instruction.
So is this crimson into green?
Yeah. Or no, I think it's green into
Green into crimson.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
on there. It's more crimson than green initially.
See the long way around.
So right.
Just put little arrows on there.
I'll just use that later. It's fine.
And then just keep adding green.
Ooh, Lisa, this is making some lovely colours.
Oh, I know. I mean, as sort of tedious as it sort of appears, I think it's really rewarding. I don't know if anyone else agrees, but I think it's just see what comes.
A little bit green to that, yeah.
No, it's crimson.
So basically, by the time you get to neutral, should it like be 50-50 colour-wise?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, I'd say so. But because there's yellow in the green, the green's always the hardest to sort of deal with, really, because of that, because of the chroma.
I think I've gone too many steps there.
Just keep going until you get to at the other end. You should get to green.
Yeah, you can't really go wrong, if I'm honest, because you can just add more of the opposite colour or whichever way it works.
Well, actually got brown this time. What number are you on? Oh, goodness knows. Oh, sorry. It's all right.
I've run out of green myself.
Yeah, I think there was blue on the brush.
Am I adding green to my red? What am I doing?
Yeah, just keep on adding a bit of green each time. Yeah. Oh, some of them are incredible.
I got my kids to paint my numbers when we were in lockdown. It was so fitting. It was amazing. They just.
I never realised because they're sort of thing that children would do.
No,
I never realised they got this one.
They are really hard. Some of them are really, really hard.
Yeah,
They're complex, aren't they?
very.
Very fine.
Not like the ones we used to get in our youth.
Numbers were big there, I could see them.
I can't see the numbers now.
No, it wasn't the size of the numbers, really.
I know. Yours still looks quite purpley, Lisa.
It's sort of, yeah, it's getting a brownie here, but you might not be able to see that. I've had to add quite a lot of green, if I'm honest. My green wasn't very strong.
We look at the green.
So if you can
Well,
see,
yeah, she
if you
just
can
ends up
see
with
that,
green.
it's gone brown.
Yeah.
That's gone quite brown now. So what I'm going to do, because the green is always a bit of a difficult one anyway, I'm going to start adding that colour to the green as opposed to the other way around. So I'm going to just gradually, not the whole thing, just gradually merge these two here. And can you see that's getting a nice sort of greeny brown going on here? So
Yeah, greeny brown.
yeah. Now these are lovely. They're so I just love these.
Not wearing this again.
Very earthy, aren't they?
Yeah. Like I say, for the time of year, these are just brilliant.
Paint everywhere because you keep on being in there. So once we get to that middle bit, we're going to start adding the brownie mixture to the green.
Well, that's what I'm doing because the crimson is sort of overtakes quite a lot because it's the yellow. Yellow doesn't stand up to very much really. The more you do this, then the obviously easier it gets.
So stop when you get to a nice green. Yeah.
Yeah. When you get, well, depending on what stage that you're at. In fact, I think I prefer that there. And again, just label them.
What are we labeling them?
Just create the first colour, and then obviously the shades, and the neutral in the middle, and then 5, 6, 7, and then green.
Magenta.
That was the red, was it?
That was the red.
And they are what I would do here is just label these as cool.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
Cool. Cool.
How many are there?
Okay, so sorry. Well, there are another 6 because these are the cool ones. So I would suggest that you did exactly the same with the warm colours. So Jackie, would you hand out? I mean, for me, it's yellow ochre, vermilion, and ultramarine. So what are your equivalents of those that you've got? You've got like
We've already got the ultramarine. And what was the third one?
Yellow ochre.
Yeah, I've got yellow ochre.
And vermilion. So it's like a warm red.
Yeah, we've got that. Yeah.
Okay.
That
So
one, yeah.
what I would suggest you did, like this, is go through the warm ones as well, just to see that difference. I think it'll be more successful that the second time that you do it, apart from I ran out of room down here. And then you can see.
Is that this one?
Yes.
Right, and that's the warm red.
Yes.
I haven't got any yellow ochre. Right.
Record again. So you can start here with the ultramarine down here. Make your orange first, with obviously the red and the yellow, and then do it that way, and then do the yellow. So you use the new yellow, and obviously make your purple with the new red and the new blue, and then go with the red, and then obviously make the green with the yellow and the blue.
Oh, it's far too fast. Completely lost.
So okay, I'll go through it again. So do exactly what you've done here. Put three good blobs of each. I'll do it on here. Let me just rip that palette off. I have actually got my fire blazing, so it's quite handy. Oh no! Go. Okay, so what I would suggest is again ultramarine, blob, blob, blob.
Oh, three blobs.
Okay. Then I've got some vermilion, but you've got another warm red, blob, blob, blob. And then you've got your yellow ochre, which is, I'd say a little blob, then bigger blob, because yours need loads more of that. And again, we just need to mix an orange. So we take the yellow ochre and the red, and you'll see the difference. You'll see the different colour orange.
Jackie, can I have a bit more yellow ochre? Yellow ochre and the red.
Yeah.
Yellow ochre and the red, and that'll be. Can you see that? I mean, I don't know if you can see that on my screen, but the orange is much more creamy. It's much more. I don't know, it's just a lot warmer. The other one was quite stark in contrast.
Mellow.
Mellow. Yeah, mellow. And again, you want to mix the red and the blue to make the purple.
And then what? Yellow and blue.
The red and the blue to make the purple again. I think I've gone a bit blue. And obviously, if it's a bit too blue, add some red. If it's a bit too red, add some blue. Sometimes purple can look a bit muddy, actually. I do find that. It's coming now. I'll just pinch a bit from there.
Yes, it is with these, isn't it? Yes. I think you need more yellow than red.
You do, don't you? I think I just did what she did, but it didn't quite work.
I did 50-50 and it came out too pink. That's a nice colour. Thanks, great. Yeah. Then what are we doing?
Red and blue.
Mine's a bit aubergine.
Go with it then.
And then obviously you will mix the blue with the yellow to make that new green as well. Always make sure that you don't have the other colour on there, otherwise you're going to always mix brown.
Yeah.
The blue with the yellow now, isn't it?
We're not using yellow to make the green.
Yes.
Blue and
Yellow,
yellow.
ochre and the ultramarine, yeah.
Got the yellow ochre. subconsciously, you know, the pants suddenly.
Oh, actually, you know, yeah, I do use it in the pans. Yeah, I like the ultramarine.
It's like a sludgy green, isn't it?
Okay.
So, blue. Oh, that's a nice blue.
Bit of orange to the blue.
Sorry, blue. Orange to the blue or blue to the orange?
Orange to the blue. So with your blue, just a little dot of orange, and then create a little bit of a darker colour, and then just keep going with that until you get midway, and then you could start going into the other colour if you wanted to, but not fully, obviously, because you're going to need that orange at the end. Now this gives such a lovely blue. I think it's a really nice blue. It's like a midnight blue. It's lovely. You will carry a lot of paint in your brush as well, so just to let you know if you want to give it a squid.
No, I moved it on there. No, that's a nice blue.
Not me. Mine's in the car.
What's that? Sorry.
Are you ringing?
No, I don't know whose that is. Not me. No, I've actually been very good, very disciplined. Everything's off. I've turned everything off, even the dog. So.
How'd you manage that?
She's in the other room.
Oh. I'm coming back to orange on this now, aren't I?
Yes, yeah. So once you get onto the fifth one, which is the neutral, then you know that you're going the other way.
Yeah.
I'm the other way by 4, but I think
You'll end up, once you got past neutral, it'll start going a bit browny.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6.
I've got to leave the room to table change my water, everybody. I don't want to let you all in, but it's very much, will you?
these are very dark.
They're nice though, aren't they? I do like these dark blues. Proper nice sky.
It's quite a pinky orange, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you find the colour you really like, you know that's good again, wouldn't you?
If you keep hold of this, you'll have an idea
Yeah,
of the start from,
absolutely.
and you put 3 blobs in. You'll
No,
get close
agree,
to it.
absolutely,
Yeah. I do this with watercolours. Have a little
I've
swirl.
got some orange by 5, so now I'm doing some colours I've missed and putting arrows in.
And then the next line, I would go with starting with a yellow ochre and then working towards the purple.
And adding in which one, Lisa?
Purple.
Purple. I'll choose the other one anyway.
But very little, because you know our yellow's like, it just can't take anything.
So just a little bit of the purple, you mean?
Just a touch, yeah, because it just can't deal with anything. Otherwise, you'd be purple within about two or three strokes. Hmm.
Doing the yellow and the purple, so it's the yellow and purple, so a little bit at a time. And I'll just use the smallest bit more than some.
You do go purple quick, Lisa.
Oh, you go purple fast. Downhill, Carol.
But that's the aim, isn't it, to go purple at the end?
Yeah, full purple at the end, yeah. And it depends again how dark purple is, you know, whether it's a tertiary or, I mean, I'm going through, I have to keep adding yellow ochre, therefore I have to add a lot more purple because I keep running out of paint. So
if you kept on adding yellow ochre to the purple, you'd eventually go back to yellow.
yeah, you will, yeah. Which I'm trying not to do. So I'm adding more of this purple because I'm, like I said, I didn't squeeze enough yellow ochre onto my palette, unfortunately.
Yeah, because that sounds so nice. How's lockdown, Lisa?
Well, it's okay. I've been sort of quite busy because I've been preparing for today, so that's not been too bad. But you know, we're only we got 17 days, and we're on 2, 3, 4, day 5. so you know, so far so good, I think. It's a bit weird in the shops, you know, that you can't buy anything.
Yeah, I don't like that, must admit.
No, I don't like it. I just noticed actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've missed one stage out. Sorry guys, I've just realised it's supposed to be 9 stages and I've got 8. So I do apologise. I'm really sorry. I've been jealous. Hence why the neutral is sort of a bit odd. Sorry. I've just noticed. So I'm really sorry about that. Because the neutral should be number 5. And I've only just noticed. So I do apologise. But you get the gist, I hope.
Those are really browny, aren't they? Yeah.
Oh, no, I haven't. No, sorry. No, I haven't. There is 9. There are 9. I've just added number 5 instead of, sorry, no, I'm right. Sorry.
Kind of really browny. Quite got, but yeah, you should end up at purple. Yeah. Yeah, you can see it. I get quite a few similar, but it's there. Yes, I'm finding my colours are quite similar on this. Yeah, good girl.
And then last but not least, obviously, we got the red.
What may I add to the red?
Green.
Green. Did I make green? Oh yes, I made some.
Margaret wear her apron yet, or are you keeping it for Christmas?
Sorry.
Margaret?
Yeah.
She wear her new apron, or is she keeping it for Christmas?
Oh no, she's never in the wash. It's twice because she's in the room every day. But it can't.
Oh, is that all still going on?
Oh right, yes. Because of all the pockets, but
Yeah, the pockets are
secretaries and
fine,
puts a phone.
yeah. Hard to iron though, because it's so thick. Same thing I found.
She not.
You traditional man, or you were.
Oh, you're getting into trouble here now.
She doesn't mind.
Iffy ground.
No, I'm a woman after my own heart.
If she's coming here, but nobody sees it.
Yeah, but just on the bar. I'm a bit obsessed with it. I need the socks and the teapot.
Oh, good
No,
God,
Jack.
Jackie. Oh, no.
I agree with you.
My friends
I
have.
leave the wax on, didn't you?
My friends have really
I held my irons a few times while I was there, and she never forgave me because I ironed her husband's socks.
So does it matter we have more than 8?
No. No.
I iron what I need to iron. I don't iron sorts of things like that, but I mean, my daughter is thinking more iron.
Yes, I know.
And I'm wearing bedding. It's on tomorrow. This little bedding so nice. But I always iron.
Shake and wear, shake and wear.
Tumble dry. You know, some starch on white bedding. Put it on the bed and spray it with spray starch. Perfect.
Sorry, I'm sad. No, I think there was something about bedding. It's
What
really.
I've done now though is I've bought white bedding, but I've got it from Marks, and it's slightly see, it's not going to
So
so I don't have to iron that because it's not meant to be. So that's much easier. So I've got that. But Dave always does his own shirts and things.
Yes,
Because I just think, you know, second time around, I'm not going to
It's nothing like
And,
getting like freshly washed plastic.
I don't like this
Oh, God, you must do this. If I could use tumble dryer, it's much easier.
You don't want crease in the like just
It's not like
Fully
that.
have seen it now, doesn't crease.
Tumble dry, Jackie. So we started with red and then adding green, yeah?
Yeah.
You've done it?
See, what I do is I dry my clothes and then tumble them 5 minutes. I do.
Yeah,
I've got
that
those.
makes a difference. Yeah.
So I can't use it because it's too tempting.
It's too what?
Tempting if it's to stick everything in the
I
top.
forgot what the last one was.
Too bad for the environment. I got rid of it. I have to get a new one.
Yeah, but I'll live without the tumble dryer. Sorry, Jackie. Lisa, what's the last row we're doing? What are we starting with?
Starting with the red and then going to the green.
Start with
okay.
red. I've got green. Oh no.
Okay.
Red and add a little bit of green.
Red and add a little green.
And that.
Red to the green is gone.
Okay, so green to the red.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
You could go to brown and it's a really woody green. Or orange.
And then once you've done that, they are the warm colours.
Yeah, definitely warmer. Definitely warmer. Definitely, that's really warm.